Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, December 5th. Much more seasonal air is moving into the Mid-Atlantic region this morning. A cold front is gradually working its way through to the East Coast, and then it'll sweep off the East Coast later today. Temperatures this afternoon will hold generally in the 50s, rather steady in the 50s, and then will drop to downright cold levels tonight. And tomorrow it looks like highs will generally be confined to the 40s, below normal levels. This cold shot will be brief, however. This high-pressure system that'll move from the west to the east will shift off the East Coast this weekend. It'll start to pump in milder air for Saturday and Sunday, and perhaps Monday as well. Probably temperatures generally well up in the 50s for the weekend into the early part of next week, before yet another cold front moves into the eastern states in the early part of next week. Well, let's take a look at the latest surface map. A couple of surface cold fronts depicted here, but they'll kind of coalesce into one front by later this morning, and colder air is already moving across the Great Lakes, and the breeze will pick up here in the Mid-Atlantic region this afternoon out of the northwest. A definite noticeable change in air mass from yesterday and the day before, when we had unseasonably warm conditions. Again, rather seasonal this afternoon, but downright cold tonight and tomorrow. This cold high will settle in right on top of us later on tonight and tomorrow, and temperatures tomorrow will be confined to the 40s, much different than the upper 60s or even low 70s that we experienced yesterday in the Mid-Atlantic region. And yes, there is more rain right now across central and northern California right here, and that'll continue for the next several hours. But generally, conditions will gradually improve in this region over the next few days after the series of storms of frontal systems that pummeled that region over the last 7 days or so. Here's the latest infrared satellite loop. Not too hard to find where the surface cold front is. Right here, this band of clouds associated with this cold front. A little spin in the atmosphere down here, a little enhancement in the precipitation down here. That will not affect the Mid-Atlantic region. There are a few showers now already south and east of the D.C. region, and they're all moving away, so it'll be generally improving sky conditions today, with mostly cloudy conditions this morning and then mostly sunny this afternoon here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Yet more Pacific Ocean moisture streaming into the California region. Some heavy rain right now, central and northern California, moving inland, and this whole band of clouds moving generally from the west to the east. And here's the latest Mid-Atlantic radar loop. Again, a few showers associated with this cold front, generally already south and east of the Washington, D.C. area, and pulling slowly to the south and east. It'll move off the coast by later this morning. And again, sky conditions will generally improve from mostly cloudy this morning here along the I-95 corridor to mostly sunny later on this afternoon, although the breeze will pick up and there'll be a noticeable chill in the air compared to the last couple of days. Let's take a look at a couple computer forecast maps. This is for tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. That cold high pressure will be sitting right on top of us late tonight and early tomorrow. Winds will die down tonight, and it'll get downright cold, with temperatures dropping to the upper 20s in many mid-Atlantic locations to the lower 30s. And again, high temperatures tomorrow will be well below normal for this time of the year, confined to the low to mid 40s in many mid-Atlantic locations. But that high continues to move to the east, and we'll now jump ahead to Friday morning. And here is the Friday morning forecast map by last night's GFS model run. That high moves off the coast. It's already starting to set up southwesterly flow on its backside, and this will pump in milder air here in the east for the weekend, although it looks like sunshine will certainly be limited this week, with mostly cloudy conditions, probably Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, with a chance of showers pretty much each and every one of those days. However, not much in the way of precipitation on Friday and Saturday, maybe a little bit more in the way of showers on Sunday and Monday. Then another cold front looks like it'll sweep into the eastern states in the early part of next week. Well, one final chart I'd like to show here is last night's GFS predicted NAO. We follow the NAO, the North Atlantic Oscillation Index, as a decent indicator of pattern changes and whether cold air can actually become more sustained in the northeastern part of the country. And following the unusual warmth of the last couple of days, it's interesting to note that last night's GFS model run definitely has a change from a positive NAO to a negative NAO over the next several days. So as we get towards later next week, it certainly looks like there's possibility of a change in the pattern. Colder air will pour into the plains in the middle part of next week, and it looks like in general the pattern will turn colder next week and into the middle and latter part of December. So we'll continue to monitor that. For today, more seasonable, then cold tonight and tomorrow before another trend of milder weather this weekend. That's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.